Alright guys, this is a video on how to make homemade patches. You know, like you don't want to buy patches from like the store. You don't have any like money right now while you're at like a concert, or this is after a concert. But a while ago I was at a Leftover crack concert and I couldn't afford any patches and shirts, so I made my own shirt and I'm making my own patch. I'll show you the shirt in like a post or something. Okay, so what you're gonna need is white fabric paint, scissors, like a paintbrush. I prefer sponge brushes. Some sort of fabric. I'm using denim, you know, from jeans. And if you're gonna make out of black jeans, I'd recommend using the inside part, like the part your leg touches. And an iron, you know. Let's get started. The first thing you're gonna want to do is place the stencil neatly on a board. I'll show you a video on how to make stencils sometime later. I don't know when. Comment if I should. Alright, so what you're gonna want to do is iron it. Just firmly iron it. Alright guys, so now that we have our stencil ironed onto the fabric, we're gonna get one layer of fabric paint. I'm just gonna score on there. So now you're gonna get your brush. Also make sure when you're ironing the stencil to iron it like the shiny side down on the fabric. So I'd recommend going down when you're painting, but because there's this layer here, you're gonna be going up. This is gonna be our first layer of paint. So you don't have to do it absolutely perfectly, just try and cover as much as you can with the paint. Okay, so now that we've got our first layer, we're gonna wait an hour and 30 minutes for it to dry. Time's up and we're gonna give it a second layer now. Okay, now that we've applied the second layer of paint, we're gonna let it dry for 2 hours this time. Now we're gonna do our third and final layer. One more layer and then we let it dry for an hour. And we've done our final layer of paint and we're gonna let it dry for 2 hours. So we finally let it dry. Now we're gonna peel the thing off. Okay. Now what we're gonna be doing is slowly peeling it off. You gotta do it slowly. Very, very slowly. And you can do it fast with like the non-stencil related sides, like these ones, but to actually get around to it, you gotta take it slow and steady.
Anti-racist, but then you're anti-gay. You may be ignorant from a lack of education, but if it's sympathy you seek, you better tune to another station. Intolerant society, resist something base. You turn into native music into a whole of folk disgrace. The gay one, the straight one, the white and yellow and black. The gay rude boys and girls, gonna take that dance all back, that'll take it back. Without respect, there's gonna be nothing left. This double standard just won't sit that well with me. I come to say this and it's just the way it has to be. You know I'm not
Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it out, you know, like all patches. Because what patch looks like this, you know? The patch is just jeans. I mean like made of jeans. I mean just jeans. Could you imagine that? A patch that's just jeans. Here we have it. Now all you gotta do is sew on your jacket or bag or hat or whatever you're gonna place on. If it's a dystopia patch, whatever you do, don't put it on a Ushanka or Cooley is gonna hate you. It's a joke, of course. Cooley is awesome. You guys should watch Cooley instead of me. You know what? Go watch Cooley after this. He's pretty cool. Oh, and Reptile DIY. He's also pretty cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Read the magazine, of course. If you're here and you haven't read the magazine Mediocre Generica, I don't know, hit me up and I'll send you like the print for it. Anyways, bye.